Do you have some holiday charms lying around and you'd like to do something fun with them? Let's make some ornaments. Hey there, we're going to make some fun, easy, colorful ornaments today. So here are some that I've made with enamel coated charms, and you could find any kind, and I will link them down in the description below too if you're looking. Or if you have pieces that you want to upcycle from a charm bracelet or wine charms or things like that that you want to repurpose, you can do that too. So for that, materials you will need the charm of your choice. And here I have a little glass snowman. And then I have some red crystals, red and gold 6O seed beads. And then for the second one, I have a enamel bell, two bells on a bow, and then have green and red and gold seed beads, again the 6O seed beads. For the wire, I'm using 6 inches each for each of the ornaments of 18 gauge brass wire because I wanted that gold tone, but you could use any wire. And then we're going to need some ribbon, and this is 1/4 inch ribbon. So that will help us make the holders so that we can hang the ornaments. You're also going to need some jump rings, and here I have a few pre-made. For tools, all I'm going to be using are my trusty 6-step looping pliers, a pair of bent nose or chain nose pliers, a flush cutter, and some sort of round object. Here is an old pill bottle, but you could use anything that has this round shape to get the round ornament, the wire shaped into a round ornament. You could also free from it too. Now, to start, what I'm doing is wrapping the wire around the shape that I want. Now, if I wanted it to be a bell shape, I could do that. Maybe we do that with the bells. Maybe we'll switch it around a little bit and make like a triangular bell shape, but we'll see. We're going to do the snowman first. And so I'm going to make this round shape. Then I'm going to take my 6-step looping pliers and take the third step. So 1, 2, 3, and make a loop away from me. So I'm rolling that wire till it forms a P loop. And I'm just going to roll it a little further to center it a little bit. And then just squeeze that together to make sure it's all aligned. Now, before I link this, I need to slide on the beads because the beads will be here. Let me maybe put this here so we see this as we work through it. We're going to make sure that we get some beads on here in whatever combination we like. So let's see. I like alternating it. Maybe we do the red, gold, have the larger crystal, and then gold, red. So you can do whatever pattern you like, depends on the beads that you have. This is a great way to use up some of your loose seed beads or crystals that you have. Like these red larger crystals are from an old project that I was upcycling. I had these few left. That should do it. So I have the red and yellow beads linked up. And now I'm going to use my bent nose pliers to make a U-shaped hook on this end of the wire so I can hook it on here. I'm going to make a little longer hook because I want it to touch on the other end. There we go. And I'm going to hook it on and smush that together. Sounds more gentle and softer than it is. It's really Brass is a little tougher to work with than copper in general. Once we get it set, it's not going anywhere. I'm just, again, like with everything, running my finger against it to make sure there's no sharp edges. Oh, I just realized I have some ink on my nail. Oh, excuse that. Okay, that ink was annoying me, so I had to get that off. Okay, so here I have the frame made. And now we have to dangle this little guy. Now, set your charm by the ornament and see how the loops are aligned. So this one does not open. And so I want to make sure that I have one jump ring that goes north south and then one that goes east west so that it keeps this charm facing forward. And so the way I can tell by that is if I hang this directly onto one jump ring and then link this jump ring to the ornament. Let me use the pliers so it's easier to see. So if I was to do that, see how the snowman turns off to the side? We don't want that to happen. We want the snowman to face forward. So what I'm going to do is slide the snowman off of this and use a smaller jump ring to change the orientation of the loop on the top of the snowman. And this will depend on each of your charms. Now for the second charm, I don't have to do that. One jump ring will work because the loops are both facing forward, right? So it depends on the charm. And then I'm going to slide that onto the next jump ring. Make sure that I have it oriented the way I like. It has to be facing forward. And then close out this jump ring. And there, now the snowman faces forward. And there, now the orientation of the snowman is in the right direction. So all we have to do at this point is fold our ribbon. Again, this is 8 to 10 inches long. Fold our ribbon, pull both the ends together and make a simple knot on the top and slide that to the very end. And then pull that in through the loop, back to front, and through the ribbon loop. And there we have ornament number 1 ready. So let's make the second one too. So again, I'm going to start with just making the ornament shape. So if we do decide we don't want to do the round and you kind of want to have that bell shape, you could use this. We're going to try this together and see how it turns out. Make a bend inward, then pull that back up, that to make a bell shape. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? And then I'm going to use the third step to make that loop on the top. And we're going to slide on the beads. Oh, weird. The green ones have smaller holes. They're not sliding on as easily. Oh, think I want to fill this up, so I'm just going to get some more beads. I'm going to continue with that pattern. Because it's the bell shape, I wanted to fill the bottom of the bell with the beads. Now we're going to make the hook. So again, I'm going to take that end of the wire and make a U and hook that on. And then press that close. If the shape changes a little bit, now's your chance to shape it. Give it a little bit more of that bell triangle shape. And then we are going to dangle this in there. I'm going to take a jump ring, hook that through the charm, and hook it through the loop above. And I just want to widen the top a little bit, which you wouldn't do if you were just making the round shape. But I want to make sure that the bell fits in there. And there we have the bell ornament done. So again, all that's left to do is attach the ribbon. I'm going to fold this in half, make the knot. Slide it in the front from the back and slip that in through the ribbon loop. And there we made two beautiful holiday ornaments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful holiday season.